wine number 3, which is a red wine. And I know that you feel that you drink probably whites more.
Yes, definitely.
But I feel like with this next chapter in your life, and I'm very excited about this next chapter for you, this new book, Manifest, this new chapter in your life of very much leaning into manifestation, spirituality. I needed to have a wine which was soulful.
Yes.
It's made by a winery called Cottage, and it's called Moonlight Races.
Oh, wow.
And it's a Pinot Noir from Central Otago, which is known for kind of very layered, spicy, deep Pinot Noir. So there'll hopefully be lots of fruit there, but a lot of floral spice. And what I love about this winery is everything is made biodynamically. And what I mean by that is they have a kind of calendar based on the moon cycles, and everything they do in the winery, from the kind of when they plant, when they put in the kind of they make their own kind of harvest feed and everything like that, because they also believe in biodiversity, so they have lots of other living things and flora and fauna amongst the vines, and they'll only pick on certain days, and actually if you follow the biodynamic calendar, on certain days, wines actually taste better, like on fruit days. I deliberately did not look at the biodynamic calendar today because I can't get freaked out, but I do have an app on my phone. But I was like, if it's a root day, which is when you're meant to be tending the soils and coming up with compost for the soils, then there's nothing I can do about it. But they're big proponents. So the first, it's run by a husband and wife team, which I, again, like, and actually the previous one we had was also run by a wonderful husband and wife team, like you and your husband. And they work with an American wine producer who makes amazing Pinot in California, Ted Lemon from Literary. And actually, I know that you've also written kind of young adult fiction, and you do quite like fantasy. And if you look at the label, it's quite interesting. I have to make sure that I get all my dates and references right, so excuse the notes. So basically, The Green Snake and the Beautiful Lily is a fairy tale by Johann Wolfgang von Goethe, or Goethe probably. Never know how to pronounce that name. Published in 1795 in Friedrich Schiller's German magazine. And basically, this label here, it portrays in imaginative form Goethe's impressions of Schiller's letters on the aesthetic education of man.
Wow.
And so the story revolves around the crossing, like if you see at the center, there's like a moon.
Yes.
And the story around the crossing and bridging of a river, which represents the divide between the outer life of the senses and the ideal aspirations of human being.
Yeah.
And so this whole story is about combining the ideal human being, which is, everyone working with their ideal human being inside and everyone with outer life experiences, and the two working in harmony. And that if this can be achieved, then the human will become complete and fulfill his destiny. So the proponent for biodynamic winemaking, this guy called Rudolf Steiner in the 1930s, informs his life work, including biodynamics. And so therefore, linking this up to spirituality and kind of the work which you're really interested in now, his belief was the practice of biodynamics can be seen as an undertaking of the ideal human being, working towards a better way with long-term solutions to existing problems. Biodynamics is a practice of the ideal human, as this approach is in contrast to the short-term economic gain approach of chemical fertilization.
Wow. So
everything's about minimal intervention, working with the land, this very pantheistic view of the world, and allowing the inner and the outer to work in harmony. So hopefully, yes, again, from Phil Glass and Swiggett. So hopefully you get the spice.
Yes.
And I don't know if you get any flowers. I don't know if you're big into perfume, but it's quite floral too.
Floral. I get the floral.
And the spice. I kind of get orange peel.
Almost, in a weird way, mulled wine.
Yeah, you're right. It's that mulled dark plum and dark cherries. Absolutely.
Mulled winey.
Yeah, that's brilliant.
Yeah.
No, and for me, it is like a meditation wine. I could just contemplate.
It's a sleepy wine.
Yeah.
It is a sleep.
Or like the deep chat wine.
Deep chat. Oh, I love a deep chat wine.
This is a deep chat, which I think is probably appropriate then.
Yes.
For this next session. I'm so glad you like it. It's about £45, but again, it's biodynamic. It's way more intensive, labor intensive, and they are probably one of the top wineries in New Zealand from Central Otago. But it's stunning.